Chosen ones, the veil over January 14th, 2026 is not the same one cast over the masses. While the world moves through this Wednesday as if it were ordinary time, something monumental has begun to shift in the unseen. You have already noticed the tremors in your own biology, the fractured sleep, the sudden, piercing clarity, and an icy emotional distance from people you once allowed to drain you. Do not fear this coldness. It is not a loss of heart. It is a divine recalibration. Your soul is no longer reacting. It is observing. The universe is no longer suggesting a change. It is enforcing a new order. This alignment is not designed to excite you. It is designed to ground you. It is a heavy, serious energy that demands you stop forcing outcomes and start noticing what has already died in your life. Many around you are feeling a nameless discomfort, a restless anxiety they cannot explain. But you, the awakened, you feel a calm, alert stillness. You know that a verdict is being handed down. But before we reveal how this silent reset will manifest your next miracle, you must seal your intent. Like this video right now to signal to the great architect that you have stopped forcing and started flowing. In the comments below, I want you to type the code 14314 to anchor your energy to this new order. Type 14314 to declare, I release the old, I receive the real, and I am aligned with my highest path. Subscribe to this channel, The Holy Days, for in this year of Universal One, every small intention you set here has the weight of a mountain. January 14th marks the opening of a wave that changes how you experience reality itself. This is the great release. Habits that have shackled you for decades are losing their grip, falling away like dead skin. The tension you've been carrying is being dissolved without force. Even your simplest actions, a morning prayer, a moment of silence, a word of gratitude, now carry the power of an ancient ritual. Love is showing up differently now. The cosmic scales are balancing your relationships in real time. Those that feel off are losing their magnetic pull, while the connections that honor your soul are being fortified by the stars themselves. The universe is rearranging your ordinary moments into a language of signs you can finally trust. What seems like a small realization today will become your miracle tomorrow. You are being prepared for a version of life that is lighter, freer, and absolute in its truth. The reset is quiet. The power is total. It starts now. Chosen ones, all awakened souls. If you feel the very foundations of your being shifting right now, as if your internal rhythm is being violently reorganized by an unseen hand, know that you are not losing your mind. You are undergoing a divine recalibration. The routines of the old world are becoming leaden. Simple actions that used to be second nature now require an immense effort of will. Do not be deceived. This is not a lack of motivation. This is a sign that your system is rejecting the density of the old matrix. Something monumental is moving beneath the surface of your reality. Have you noticed your mind moving in circles? Perhaps you are replaying moments, traumas, or conversations you thought were settled eons ago. Emotional waves are rising without warning, sudden bursts of joy, followed by a deep, unexplainable grief, or even flashes of irritation that seem to ignite from nothing. The matrix of control wants you to feel guilty. It wants you to believe you are failing. But these reactions are the kill switches of your old programming. Your inner system is realigning with what truly matters. Your physical temple is speaking to you. Your rest is no longer passive. Some nights you are pulled into a deep, multi-dimensional slumber that feels like 1,000 years. Other nights, you are kept wide awake, your consciousness vibrating as it processes incoming light codes. A strange tingling in your hands, a high-pitched frequency ringing in your ears, a sudden radiant warmth blooming in your chest and shoulders. These are not warnings. These are the sounds of your sacred architecture coming online. You are adjusting to a new cosmic frequency. Habits and patterns that once brought comfort now feel like a suit of clothes that is 3 sizes too small. If you feel the need to pause, to slow down, to step back into the silence, do it. This is not stalling progress. This is how the master co-creator prepares for the shift. Every unusual pang of fatigue, every shift in your attention, and every intense emotion is a signal. The cosmos is activating parts of your soul that have been dormant for lifetimes. Nothing is wrong. Everything is responding to the changes quietly but powerfully, like the inner mechanics of a celestial clock adjusting to a new time. Chosen ones, tonight, the veil that has shielded your deeper self is beginning to dissolve. This is not a night for passive observation. Everything you have buried, everything you have tucked away in the cold basements of your cellular memory is rising to the surface in ways you can no longer ignore. The matrix of control thrives on your suppression. It wants you to keep your fears hidden, to keep your traumas locked in the dark where they can be used to manipulate your frequency. But the cosmos has other plans. Tonight, a high-frequency light is being cast into those hidden corners, the shadow that the great masters spoke of. These unprocessed experiences are not resurfacing to punish you, they are surfacing to be witnessed. Do you feel the sudden waves of old frustration? Do you feel the flicker of a fear you thought you had conquered eons ago? This is the great unveiling. The moon is acting as a cosmic spotlight, illuminating the hidden blueprints of your past. Thoughts you've avoided and feelings you've set aside are appearing in small, sharp moments in a conversation, a reflection, or a sudden, non-negotiable urge to act differently. This is not about breaking you, it is about your liberation. You may encounter triggers that feel like repeating loops, karmic cycles you thought you had moved past. Do not resist them. Resistance is the food of the old paradigm. Instead, watch them surface with the eyes of a master. These are not obstacles. They are signals of your growth. They are showing you exactly where your attention and care are required to finalize your ascension. Whether it is impatience, discomfort, or a strange curiosity about your own depths, acknowledge it. Your internal work does not require drama. It does not require struggle. It requires absolute awareness. A single conscious breath in the face of an old shadow is a radical act of strength that can shatter karmic chains that have bound your bloodline for generations. A spiritual gateway is opening quietly now. It is connecting your unseen history with your present reality. Patterns that once seemed like chaotic accidents will finally begin to make sense. In the middle of the challenge, you will feel a flicker of strange, unshakable calm. This is your soul reminding you that these shadows are not your enemies. They are your teachers. They are showing you where to place your care, your patience, and your divine honesty. Tonight is your chance to face the lingering echoes with the power of a sovereign being. By giving space to what has been tucked away, you are clearing the path for the smoother, higher voltage flow ahead. It does not need to be forced. It only needs to be witnessed. Before we move to the final transformation, I need you to anchor this clearing. If you are ready to face your truth and reclaim your power, I need you to do two things. Like this video right now to signal to the collective consciousness that you are choosing light over suppression. Go to the comments and type "I release" to seal this karmic clearing into your reality. The archive is open, the truth is here, and you are finally strong enough to see it. The current flowing through the atmosphere now registers less as a sudden shock and more as a profound vibrational retuning, a deliberate, subtle reset button pressed deep within the core being. It is the gentle stirring of latent potential, an inner awakening that has patiently awaited this celestial timing. Old, familiar constraints that once defined personal boundaries or possibilities now feel thin, their grip surprisingly diminished. Those aspects of self that had been relegated to dormancy are now beginning to resonate, humming with a distinct and vital new frequency. The moon assumes a quiet but authoritative guidance in this process, illuminating the specific interior landscapes ready for expansion. This gentle lunar pull aids in softening rigid mental and emotional structures, allowing the heart and mind to unfold in a manner that feels inherently truthful and fundamentally powerful. As this deep internal activation progresses, the physical vessel itself registers the changes in small yet distinct metabolic shifts. A profound stillness might unexpectedly wash over you immediately following a period of deep anxiety, or complex solutions and artistic inspiration may suddenly materialize, fully refined, as if they were merely awaiting the exact quantum moment to surface. The energetic barriers that previously obscured clear sight are dissipating, revealing an anchor of inner resilience and inherent strength, a power that has always resided there, though perhaps never truly necessitated testing. January 14th serves as the zenith point where the strength of these activations peaks. The change is not theatrical, yet its outcome is deeply transformative. Light codes, dormant information embedded within the deepest layers of consciousness are activated, softly generating space for new aptitudes, unforeseen insights, and potent instincts to rise. Undetected gifts may start to manifest intuition sharper than a newly forged blade, a sudden, layered comprehension of complex situations, or an effortless synchronization with actions that simply feel right. The perceptive mind becomes exponentially more receptive to inner guidance, and complex decisions seem to make themselves naturally, almost autonomously. A quiet, unearned confidence flows through the system, and previous moments of self-doubt are fleeting, dissolving upon recognition. Emotional weights feel significantly lighter, and connections, whether to individuals or abstract concepts, deepen profoundly without the need for forced effort or manipulation. Even the physical body aligns. The core energy centers are reignited, fostering palpable sensations of integrated openness, comprehensive balance, and vital readiness. Each adjustment elevates creativity, sharpens focus, and crystallizes clarity, ensuring that thoughts move unimpeded and intentions root themselves effortlessly into reality. There is no requirement for pushing, aggressive effort, or controlling the outcome. The entire transition is unfolding organically, strategically encouraging substantial growth in long stagnant areas. By the close of this phase, a pervasive sense of self-mastery emerges. You may perceive a subtle luminescence of potential surrounding choices or paths that were previously deemed too challenging or complex to pursue. Confidence, incisive insight, and a grounded calm seamlessly merge, yielding an entirely renewed sense of definitive purpose. This activation is a quiet, yet utterly unstoppable energetic tide, directing you toward the fullest possible expression of your innate potential. This is the intrinsic mechanism of the energy following January 14th, moving not through brute force, but through elegant ease. It is opening what was previously sealed, expanding what was unduly limited, and allowing dormant gifts to surface in their perfected, natural state. The lunar orchestration throughout this period ensures the process is both deeply compassionate and fundamentally transformative, creating fertile ground for profound growth, accelerated awareness, and preparation for the subsequent chapter ahead. This energetic inflection point registers like the tectonic shifting of consciousness, a vast, unseen movement stirring beneath the superficial crust of daily life. It is an influence that reaches far beyond the boundaries of the individual psyche, fundamentally altering the way humanity processes information, interacts in social systems, and responds to the environment. As the moon approaches its full culmination during the wolf moon, a period of deep ancestral introspection, the surrounding currents of awareness are beginning to exert a powerful gravity, pulling into sharp, inescapable focus long-held behavioral or thought patterns that have lain dormant or ignored for years. The collective unconscious is absorbing this shift through diverse, often contradictory experiences. For some, this manifests as an unsettling restlessness in the normally settled landscape of their thoughts. Others may experience a sudden, piercing clarity or even a low-grade impatience with outdated situations or compromises that, until recently, felt perfectly acceptable. The lingering vibrational signature of the supermoon only compounds these experiences, generating a subtle but profound ripple of necessary internal change that becomes increasingly difficult to rationalize away or ignore. This collective energetic shift is far from strident. It does not clamor for attention, yet its transformative impact is profoundly visible, quietly re-engineering deep-seated priorities and entrenched perspectives across the globe, even within the most seemingly mundane or routine aspects of existence. This energy introduces a subtle, necessary friction, a demanding inner movement that requires radical honesty and absolute presence. People are increasingly becoming aware of significant disparities between their outward assumptions about themselves and the actual reality of others. Established, mechanical methods for navigating complex challenges suddenly feel exhausted and irrelevant, giving way to a burgeoning internal compulsion to approach all circumstances with an entirely renovated quality of understanding and empathy. This effect is not something that requires intellectual orchestration. It germinates organically, rising in direct response to the energy fields surrounding it. With the passage of each 24-hour cycle, greater awareness surfaces, frequently arriving during small, entirely unremarkable moments, a decision that suddenly crystallizes with undeniable certainty, a casual conversation that unexpectedly resonates with emotional depth, a random thought that clings and demands contemplation. A tangible ripple effect is now moving through communities and social networks that can no longer be dismissed. As even one person successfully adapts their frequency to the moon's escalating influence, others unconsciously react and adjust to the resulting shift. Actions and underlying intentions begin to achieve synchronization with the accelerating energy flow. Those individuals who have been unconsciously resisting this energetic acceleration may experience unexplained internal tension or physical unease without truly identifying the cosmic source. While those consciously aligned experience an empowering surge of confidence and clear-headed decisiveness, this profound movement remains largely invisible to the casual observer, yet it actively sculpts the texture of how interactions unfold daily. Attuned individuals will note a palpable change in group dynamics, observing that collective conversations carry more gravity and genuine cooperation is achieved with startling ease. During this period, the emotional current is significantly amplified. Lingering, historical grievances may surface once more, not with the intent of creating conflict, but rather to facilitate the final, necessary discharge of energy that is no longer serving the path forward. Individuals may register a sharp impatience toward perpetually unresolved issues or an intensified sensitivity toward any perceived breach of agreements and shared commitments. The shift actively encourages addressing these heightened moments without resorting to defensiveness or judgment. Every single interaction now carries a magnified significance, as if the moon is illuminating the previously hidden foundational threads that intricately connect all people. What was once dismissed as utterly trivial gains a disproportionate importance, acting as a clear signpost, indicating which relationships or internal territories demand immediate attention or conscious recalibration. The wolf moon's influence fundamentally sharpens intuition, transforming it from a suggestion into a reliable navigational tool. Decisions rooted in this profound inner guidance tend to manifest and execute with startling smoothness. Behavioral patterns that were formerly cleverly concealed or actively ignored now present themselves in undeniable plain sight. A sophisticated, heightened sense of timing emerges, allowing choices to feel utterly organic, rising up naturally from the moment rather than being forcibly imposed. Those who consciously resist this inherent natural movement may experience growing emotional tension or pervasive unease, while those who observe the flow and adjust their sails accordingly experience a remarkably smoother current of events, seemingly protected from unnecessary friction. Even minor alterations in daily conduct or communication style can suddenly trigger broader, unexpected shifts, dramatically revealing the extent to which individuals are truly interdependent. Energy operating at this profound scale inevitably amplifies inherent creativity and initiative. People will notice ideas forming with striking velocity, complex solutions manifesting effortlessly where confusion previously reigned, and a newfound clarity defining priorities that once seemed hopelessly obscured. It is as if a collective perceptual lens has been microscopically adjusted, focusing communal attention directly onto what possesses genuine, sustainable value. This is the moon's influence performing its vital work, seamlessly merging intensely personal experiences with the largest collective dynamics, powerfully illustrating that transformation executed at the individual level acts as a necessary catalyst for foundational shifts in the collective consciousness. Following January the 14th, behavioral and emotional reactions become markedly more observable. Some will feel a powerful internal drive to express authentic parts of themselves in ways they previously suppressed, while others may experience intense internal pressure to definitively release deeply ingrained habits that no longer align with their expanding frequency. These are not arbitrary events. They are the calculated effects of magnified cosmic energy interacting directly with human intention, reflecting the dynamic balance between what is essential for evolution and what remains merely optional. The wolf moon dramatically accentuates this intensity, transforming mundane moments into undeniable turning points. Small, conscious choices made now possess the energetic reach to ripple outward, affecting not only immediate circumstances, but the vast network of interactions surrounding every individual. The collective awakening is not a singular dramatic event, but a continuous process that gains intensity with every mindful observation and every conscious decision. It shines a stark light on inconsistencies, illuminates latent opportunities for growth, and aggressively challenges outdated, inherited approaches. Communities are beginning to experience measurable shifts in cohesion and mutual understanding, where genuine collaboration and authentic connection gain a powerful new significance. Even individuals entirely unaware of the celestial mechanics and cosmic influences are responding to it, subtly adjusting behaviors and entrenched attitudes without consciously identifying the external source. The energy functions as a compassionate guide, never a dictator, encouraging alignment in modalities that feel inherently natural and ultimately inevitable. Changes also manifest significantly through amplified emotional transparency. People may suddenly find themselves reacting with unexpected, raw authenticity, speaking with a directness and honesty that surprises even themselves, or noticing long-suppressed emotional responses finally surging to the surface. This can often feel unsettling or deeply vulnerable. Yet, this discomfort acts as an essential signal, a precise marker, indicating that crucial inner psychological work is successfully translating into visible, measurable movement in external life. Tensions are resolved with surprising speed when addressed directly and honestly, and profound insights that once felt intellectually inaccessible now appear with effortless clarity. The shared environment is adapting to these shifts, reflecting the cumulative power of individual awakenings. Communication now possesses a profound weight previously absent. Words, actions, and simple gestures carry a new, undeniable resonance. Agreements, promises, and expressed intentions are becoming exponentially more deliberate. Interactions that were once characterized by ambiguity or superficiality are now imbued with explicit purpose. Even the smallest efforts toward demonstrating personal truth or integrity reverberate outward, fundamentally influencing broader interpersonal dynamics. The moon amplifies this crucial effect, generously offering moments of piercing clarity that illuminate existing connections and highlight every area critically needing attention or deeper calibration. The energetic field surrounding the moon continues its relentless work, shaping all interactions in ways that are delicate yet undeniably impactful. Following the profound supermoon, the currents of influence actively encourage deep reflection, persistently prompting individuals to urgently question what possesses enduring significance and what has truly exhausted its value. The wolf moon intensifies this process, imparting a tangible sense of immediate necessity to decisions that previously could be endlessly deferred. Even seemingly simple, pedestrian conversations can carry monumental weight, and fleeting moments of honesty frequently become unexpected turning points. Often, without conscious recognition at the time, the energy shift operates like an intelligent magnetic force, compelling attention toward the exact junction points where integrity, focused intention, and reliable follow-through are most critically required. It is neither a punitive nor a chaotic phenomenon. It simply elevates and brings into clear view the foundational elements that urgently demand acknowledgement and integration. Behavioral patterns that were once completely overlooked now emerge naturally for observation. People find themselves reacting to situations with surprising novelty, sometimes with unexpected, quiet courage, or sometimes with a profound, uncharacteristic patience. Emotions that surface may feel alien or unusual, spanning the spectrum from an aching, deep longing to a sudden, absolute clarity regarding life commitments. These are not random psychic fluctuations. They are the undeniable hallmarks of an inner recalibration, with the moon functioning as a vast celestial mirror, reflecting the powerful energy that has been consistently accumulating beneath the surface of conscious thought. Every minor adjustment made by a single individual contributes substantively to a larger collective pulse, reinforcing macro changes that ultimately sculpt broader societal outcomes. Communities and groups begin to reflect these systemic changes organically, without requiring forced external intervention. Conversations acquire new, compelling depth. Existing agreements are instinctively re-evaluated, and the vital balance between purposeful speaking and conscious listening shifts spontaneously. Moments that once reliably triggered friction may now swiftly transition into mutual understanding. Those who maintain vigilance and observation notice how their calibrated actions subtly inspire responsive reactions in others, creating a geometric chain of influence that spreads outward quietly, yet with immense stability. The moon's persistent energy, combined with the aftershocks of the supermoon, constitutes a profound force that measurably enhances innate perception, making individuals acutely attuned to energetic discrepancies and dramatically more receptive to profound transformation. An advanced sense of organic timing permeates all interactions. Decisions that once felt paralyzingly confusing now present themselves with inherent clarity, as if the energy shift has precisely rearranged internal priorities to flawlessly match what the present moment most demands. Individuals may sense a compelling willingness to abandon outdated, familiar approaches or habits that no longer serve their expansive collective growth. The wolf moon powerfully illuminates these crucial junctures, intensifying the innate human urge to align with what is fundamentally honest, highly functional, and deeply truthful. Even the smallest daily action now carries enhanced resonance. Acts of unconditional kindness, deliberate truthfulness, and unwavering integrity expand far beyond their immediate transactional context, influencing surrounding environments in ways that were previously hidden beneath the surface. Conversations and behaviors that demonstrate high accountability carry an amplified, undeniable impact, actively shaping the trajectory of group progression. People may notice sudden shifts in rigid social dynamics, as though the moon's energy is actively encouraging systemic flexibility, pervasive awareness, and a consciously responsive posture. The collective pulse experiences a qualitative change when a sufficient number of individuals participate intentionally, and every single person's choice directly contributes to that broader movement. Emotional currents remain highly volatile, sometimes fluctuating unpredictably. Feelings that were deliberately suppressed for years may finally surface, not to generate chaos, but to precisely reveal areas demanding immediate care, profound consideration, or necessary realignment. Those who actively embrace these energetic changes consistently observe smoother interactions, more emotionally meaningful communication, and an amplified sense of grounded presence. Even moments of friction possess a valuable purpose. They function as indicators, pointing precisely toward the systemic areas where adjustments or deeper attentiveness are necessary. The energy shift is nurturing growth by offering precise moments that highlight existing discrepancies, empowering individuals to act from a position of conscious choice rather than unconscious reaction. Influence propagates outward in finely tuned, subtle ways. Individuals who honor their internal signals frequently inspire profound reflection in their peers, sparking minor adjustments that collectively accumulate into measurable, widespread transformation. Communities may experience organic shifts in their cohesion, cooperation, and overall effectiveness without necessitating deliberate, planned, external effort. Group conversations gain essential depth. Clarity of intention significantly strengthens outcomes, and the collective begins to reflect a higher degree of responsiveness to the emerging reality. The moon actively supports these vital shifts, providing illumination at critical points that guide both deeper insight and effective action. Established patterns of trust and reciprocity assume monumental significance. Commitments, stated promises, and reliable follow-through become the defining metrics for how energy flows healthily between people. Those who operate with unshakable integrity observe smoother exchanges, while inconsistency immediately draws attention and invites necessary reconsideration. The wolf moon dramatically accentuates these crucial dynamics, urging individuals to consciously embody authenticity, personal accountability, and complete alignment with stated intention. Every interaction during this phase carries a subtle, profound weight, contributing directly to the broader energetic framework. Internal movement and external reality actively converge. The energy shift fundamentally strengthens intuition, deepens insight, and enhances responsiveness, revealing intricate connections that were previously obscured. People may notice dramatically improved problem-solving capabilities, unexpected, elegant solutions, and the ability to perceive viable possibilities where none seemed apparent before. The moon's influence amplifies these revelatory moments, clearly highlighting viable options and providing a palpable sense of forward momentum that compels action aligned with larger cosmic dynamics. The collective pulse continues its inevitable evolution. Moments of tension, crystalline clarity, and mutual understanding flow together, creating a sophisticated web of influence that directly impacts communities, social groups, and foundational social structures. Astute observers frequently perceive minor or incremental changes that rapidly accumulate into widespread transformations, powerfully demonstrating how conscious individual choices relentlessly resonate outward. This unfolding is neither instantaneous nor overtly dramatic. It is continuous, steady, and powerfully noticeable to those who maintain attentive presence. The energy shift deepens the critical connection between stated intention and actual consequence, proving how consistent, mindful actions contribute profoundly to wider systemic change. January 14th serves as a critical hinge point within this expansive movement. The celestial events surrounding the moon, specifically the supermoon's lingering echo, help to fully activate latent potential across vast numbers of individuals. The wolf moon specifically emphasizes the need for responsiveness, urgently guiding people to engage thoughtfully and intentionally with circumstances that were once routinely overlooked. Even seemingly minor internal adjustments made now possess the power to create lasting structural influence, illustrating how the collective awakening functions as a vast, self-regulating network of interdependent, conscious actions. Awareness itself transforms into the most potent tool for sustained transformation. Individuals are beginning to perceive clear, actionable patterns in communication, core behavior, and decision-making that directly influence larger outcomes. Small, mindful actions, when consistently repeated and aligned with authentic insight, powerfully amplify the collective resonance. Communities adjust organically, guided not by external mandates, but by the cumulative effect of conscious internal responses. The moon functions as a subtle, pervasive catalyst, shaping the perfect timing, depth of perception, and degree of responsiveness across these multi-layered interactions. Emotional transparency plays an exceptionally vital role. Reactions are now more visible and exponentially more influential than ever before. Genuine expressions of authenticity, emotional honesty, and thoughtful engagement create immediate, self-correcting feedback loops that actively adjust the collective current. Tension or fundamental misunderstanding serves to highlight precise areas requiring critical improvement, while clarity and unwavering integrity enhance group cohesion. Individuals are rapidly grasping how their personal conduct directly ripples outward, contributing substantively to broader, systemic shifts in awareness, attitude, and aligned action. The cumulative result is a collective intelligence in constant motion. Groups and communities respond instantly to subtle, energetic cues, modifying behavior and communication in ways that significantly strengthen cohesion, facilitate deeper collaboration, and foster profound mutual understanding. The energy shift, meticulously guided by the moon, acts as a powerful metric showing the sheer scale of influence each individual wields over the larger dynamics. Intentional focus, profound care, and conscious participation amplify one's impact, reinforcing the natural, evolutionary flow of the collective. Even moments that previously felt insignificant gain immense weight. Observations, deliberate choices, and seemingly minor actions that might have been easily overlooked now contribute substantially and meaningfully. The supermoon and wolf moon provide strategic moments of enhanced insight, allowing emergent patterns to surface that guide the unfolding of optimal interactions. Individuals become profoundly more attuned to timing, energetic resonance, and genuine responsiveness, which, in turn, amplifies the collective momentum toward essential balance, deep understanding, and constructive shared influence. Chosen ones, this moment is far more than a celestial event. It is a profound initiation into the very fabric of existence. While the old world clings to its failing structures, You are being schooled in the language of the cosmos. As we pass the threshold of January 14th, the universe is delivering a high-level education not through books, but through the visceral experience of your own awakening. The Matrix thrives on your reaction. It wants you to fight, to struggle, and to control. But the first great lesson of this portal is the power of stillness. You are being called to step back and simply witness without judgment. Silence is a weapon. When you stop forcing the external world to match your ego's demands, you begin to perceive the natural currents of the universe. This is the shift from doing to being, opening the sacred space where your higher wisdom takes the lead. In this shifting energy, you are learning to read the frequency of reality. Every thought, every relationship, and every interaction carries a specific signature. You are no longer choosing based on logic or social expectation. You are choosing based on resonance. This is the training of your intuition to act as the primary filter for your life. If it doesn't hum with your new frequency, it is simply noise. Trust the fit without needing to explain it to the unawakened. Healing is not a war against your darkness. It is the act of bringing the light of awareness into your hidden archives. The emotions and habits surfacing now are not failures, they are your master teachers. You are not becoming someone new. You are returning to your sovereign self by shedding the burdens that never belonged to you. True growth is a gentle release, an organic return to your most authentic state. You are not an isolated entity. Every conscious choice you make right now, every time you choose peace over chaos, sends a shockwave through the collective consciousness. Your individual awakening is the foundational stone for the evolution of the entire community. This is your divine responsibility and your ultimate power. Your frequency is a ripple of light that dictates the future of the grid. The old world celebrates loud, forced change, but the new earth grows in silence. Like a tree expanding its roots beneath the soil, the most profound miracles occurring in your life right now are quiet and invisible. Trust the process. The universe does not need violent intervention to manifest your destiny. It requires your patient allowance. This is your final lesson in the cosmic clock. You are learning to distinguish between the time to act and the time to wait, the time to speak and the time to remain silent. But the divine flow does not force, it invites. By aligning your rhythm with the great architect's timing, you achieve an effortless efficiency that the old world can never comprehend. January 14th and the days that follow are your invitation to integrate these laws. This is your graduation from the school of struggle. You are now moving with the vastness of the cosmos, patient, conscious, and perfectly aligned. To seal these 6 laws into your cellular memory and declare your mastery over the flow, I need you to do one thing. Go to the comments and type 777 to confirm your divine completion. The education is finished. The experience has begun. Welcome to the new reality.